Here's another problem from section 1.5. This is number 33, and we just had this equation we needed to solve, and they gave it to you, 1.045 to the t power equals 2. So in order to solve it, all we have to do is take the natural log of both sides. Because we have an exponential equation, the only way we're going to get this exponent down in front is by using logs, because now we can use our property logarithms where we can take the power and put it in front. All right, move that down. So we have the t times the natural log of 1.045 equals the natural log of 2. Then just divide both sides by the natural log of 1.045, and this is what we have. Then you can put this in your calculator. So let's show how we would do that first. Hope you can see everything. And then we'll put the thing on and clear that. We'll be on our home screen, and then we'll just take the natural log of 2. So natural log of 2. Parentheses divided by the natural log of 1.045, parentheses enter, and we get 15.74, about 15.75. Now they wanted you to verify that graphically, so let's do that. Go y equals, and then we're going to put this in our y1, and we'll do it like this. I guess you can see that. Okay, 1.045 caret, and we don't have a t, so we use x. And then we want that to be equal to 2. Now we'll set up our window, and this is kind of the window down here, 0 by 20, 0 by 4. And the reason why that, because I know it's going to be 0 by 20, because I know the answer is going to be 15 point something. All right, so we go to window, and we set it up in 0. We're going to start at x equals 0, and we're going to go to 20. And then we'll do our y minimum 0 to 4. There we go. And we graph it. And now you can see there's your curve, and this is the you could label these if you want, just the one of them anyway. This is y equals 2. And this is the other curve. And then we'll go to see where they intersect. That's how you would do it graphically. So you go to second calculate. And we're going to go to 5 for intersect. That's going to give us our solutions. And there's our first curve, so I can press enter. There's the second curve, enter. Third curve, enter. And you see we get the same thing, 15.1752. So you could label that point if you want. It's the same thing. 15.75, comma 2. So if you want to label that, that's fine. And that shows you the window. That's the most important thing. All right? Well, not the most important thing, but that's important that you show the window and the dimensions of the window and how you made it work. Okay? And then I already did 33, but I forgot to do the graphing part, so I'm going to kind of put it over here. I'm sorry, 35. I already did 35, but I didn't do the graphing part. I forgot, so I'm going to do it over here. We did get an answer of 0.96 and negative 0.96, so that kind of helps me determine the window. So what we would do on number 35 is we would put this in the calculator. So let's see how we did that. You can see that okay. There we go. So we'll go back to y, and we'll clear that and go back up, and there was going to be e to the x plus e to the minus x. So e is second log, and then we'll put an x there, and then plus, and then second log, and then we'll use the little negative sign by the entry, negative x, parentheses, and that's going to be the one equation. And then down, we want to see where it's equal to 3, so we're going to graph that. And then we're going to go to window. Now, we actually found that we had 2 answers when we did it with logarithms and solved it all out, and you'll see that if you look at 33. We had a negative 0.96 and a 0.96, so I'm going to make my x minimum negative 2, my x maximum positive 2. Okay, and my y is going to be, well, I'm going to go to 3, so I'll have to just make my y from 0 to 6. 0 to 6. And I guess I can make my scale Well, I guess 6 would be all right. Let's see what that looks like. It looks pretty close to what I've got over here. And there you go. So, go to second, so we have to check these two intersection points. And, you know, you already have the answer, so you know what you're going to get, but you might want to draw the sketch over here. So this is the sketch I drew, and there was my window. X goes from -2 to 2, and Y goes from 0 to 6. And there's my e to the x plus e to the minus x, and there's my y equals 3. And then how would we check that out? Well, we could go to second calculate. So second calc, and then we go to 5 for intersect, and then we would scroll over cursor over here, so we're close to that point of intersection, and that would be first curve, enter, second curve, enter, enter, and there's your one answer, 0.962. All right. So that point would be 0.962, comma 2, because that's 2, of course. No, I'm sorry, 3. Excuse me, 3. I was looking at the wrong problem. That's 3. Okay. And then we would check this intersection point. So we go again to a second calculate, and then we go to 5 intersect, and then we would have to get our little cursor over here. So you see how it's moving? I'm going to move it closer to the other point of intersection. There we go, and I press enter for first curve, enter for second curve, and then we have negative 0.962. So this point here would be negative 0.962, comma 3. Okay, so you could label those. Hope you can see that. You could label those points. All right, and that just shows you that you use the intersect. Okay, hope that makes sense.